Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Roman Whispers by Wuschel. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, so in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also XVs in the grid. V is Roman numeral for 5, X is Roman numeral for 10. So digits separated by a V sum to 5, and digits separated by an X sum to 10. We don't necessarily have all of them given. So if I had, say, 1, 4 here, there could have been a V there. There's not. That's perfectly fine. No negative constraint on that. We also have our German whispers in the grid. Adjacent digits on a whisper line have a difference of at least 3. So if this was a 2, this could be 5 or 6. Those are the only two digits that are at least 3 different. 6 minus 2 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. Any other digit like 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. That is not at least 3. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. X's in 9x9s aren't as exciting as X's in 6x6. In 6x6, the only way to add to 10 is 4 plus 6. You can't do 5 plus 5. You need to repeat the 5. So we can just immediately fill a 4-6 pair here. Now, all of the V's are from 1, 2, 3, 4. They're either going to be 1 plus 4 or 2 plus 3. Now, this 4-6 pair tells us that's not 4, meaning that's not 1. All right, so 4, 5, and 6 are both high. So I'm going to start coloring lows and highs. I'm going to use orange for high and blue for low. Now a low is going to be the 3 low digits, 1, 2, and 3, and highs are the 3 high digits, 4, 5, 6. Now why am I doing that? Well, if you think about German whisper lines, let's just take this one for I don't know, over here. So if this was a low digit, a 1, 2, or 3. Notice how the difference of 3 seems to be tuned specifically to do this, and it is, which is that we can't subtract 3 from any of these. They make it too low. So we're going to have to add 3. And when we add 3 or more, we get out of this 1, 2, 3 range into the 4, 5, 6 range. And from 4, 5, 6, we can't add 3, so we need to subtract at least 3. And that gets us back into the 1, 2, 3 range. So a high is always next to a low, which is then always next to a high, which is then always next to low. So we alternate low, high, low, high, low, high. Now what else do we know here? This is the 4, 6 pair tells us this actually has to be a 5. Now 5 can only be next to 2 lows, 1 and 2, cannot be next to a 3. So that makes this a 3, which then makes this have to add to 5. We do in the corner as we place this 2, which then resolves the 1 and 2 here. Now this 2 is telling us that this can't be 4, too close to a 4, so it has to be 6, and that's 4. We immediately get those digits resolved. This is not 4, so that's not 1. So that makes this a low. So if this is low, then we go high, low, high. This is the last high for the box. It's a 5. These both have to be low for the box, and they are a 1, 3 pair. These are both low. The rest of this box is high, or the rest of the row, and it's a 4, 6 pair. This 2 tells us that's not 2, so that's not 3. All right, this being low does alternate here. That's high, that's low, that's high. Oops, that's high, that's low. This is the last low for the column. This has to be high. Removing 1 removes the whole 1, 4 pair, so this has to be 2, 3, which are both low, making these both high. Gives us the 1 and 3 here. This is 1 or 2. That's also true of the 5. This is not 3, so that's not 2. Okay. The rest of this column has to be high. We have all 3 lows. That's 4, 5, 6. You know what? If they're not resolved, I don't think we need to pencil them. This is next to a 2, so it has to be 5, 6. It can't be a 4, making the 4 one of these two. Any other coloring? Yeah, so this is our last low. That's 1 or 2. We need a 3 in here somewhere, along with the other high. All right, this column finishes with a low. I don't know if we can color more right now. This is going to be next to at least a 2. Oh, actually it is a 6 for the column. That's nice. So these are all 4, 5s. What's next? 6 is in one of these two, I suppose. Any just easy Sudoku here? 2's in one of these two. 1s are over here. Just looking at scanning, that's all. What am I missing here? That can definitely be 5. That can definitely be 2. Maybe it's these two? So I guess, oh yeah, so this can't be a 4. I was thinking this could be 1, but I forgot that we had a 1 up there. I didn't scan that. So if this was a 4, then it has to be surrounded by 1 on both sides. 4 can only go with 1. You got to be careful about 3s and 4s on our German Whispers, because they only have 1 buddy. But this can't be a 1 because of the column. So this is not a 4. That places the 4 here, making this a 5 or a 6. And so this is a 2 or 3, I suppose. If it were 3, it would have to be next to 6. What do we do with that info? Oh, I see something interesting. This is probably not necessary, but oh no, sorry. This is easier. I was seeing it in a weird way, but this is equivalent. So let's just talk about it this way. This can't be a 2 plus 3 equals 5, because that would break this cell. This cell wants to be a 2 or a 3. And so if this was 2 plus 3, it breaks that cell entirely. So this can't be 2 plus 3. It has to be 1 plus 4. It places the 1, it places the 5 and 4 and 4 and 6 and 4 there. We get the 2 and the 1 here as well. Finish the column with a 3. 4 is high, by the way, which makes this low, and it's a 2. We have 2 3s on the corner. All right, that places the 2 here. This row finishes with a blue 3. It places this 3, which is blue, and that's high. It's a 6, making that 5 and 6. Places the 6 and 5. This is low. This is high. That's a 5, and we're done. All right, neat puzzle, Wuschel. Yeah, that flowed nicely. I just had to one little hiccup of not seeing how this V interacted with this cell, but once I saw that, it finished quite nicely. So I imagine that's what I was intended to see. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.